Hey, Tara. Hey, blogger. I just watered my sunflower plants, Tara. Hey, Judy. Hi, Tam. Happy, what's today? Friday? Yeah, Friday. Happy Friday. Um, the subject I was going to talk about today is knowing your worth. Yes, I love them too. They're a symbol for me. They turn towards the sun, and it was just really pretty because my friend um, came and stopped by and dropped off those baby sunflowers. Oh, we need each other. Oh my goodness, we need each other, right? Today. So, this is all about knowing your worth, which is difficult, really difficult. Okay. So, we're going to talk about that today. I have some little things to share with you. If you can see my lights, and there, I'm always in it. I get things tangled up a lot. Can you see? They're really pretty in person. Hi, Carol. These are little tiny pink flamingos. I wear them on my head. I put them on my desk, hang them in different places. And they're cute because they run on batteries. I've sent them to a lot of my girlfriends, my sister. It's something that makes me feel happy and festive. And for me, the flamingo is a sign of abundance. So I always keep like really cool things around me to remind me of who I am and what I'm worth, right? And here I have, I'm going to share with you my mom's angel that I gave her. Can you see it? It's like an angel that's in this clear egg. And it's a symbol of our bond together. All right. And I was having a difficult day, couple of days, not because of anything going on in my life, but because of someone I'm close to, and their stuff was, I was kind of a little worried about them, right? And so I'm very, very close. Was a family member, so I needed, reassurance. And so I was, kind of talking to my mom, talking to God, and sending out light for them, because I know from what I teach, I have to walk my talk. But when it's someone that's in your family, or someone that's really close to a close friend or whatever, their stuff, and you have to learn to detach with love. I also have here, it's just some of my little tools that make me feel better. I have this great chakra wand. Can you see that? So it goes this way from root to crown, and there's two crystals on either end. So, like, woo. So funny enough, I had put this angel in with a bowl that I keep a lot of my crystals in, but it was on my kitchen counter the other day. And I thought, if I put it there, I don't remember putting it there, but my mom used to rub this when she wanted me to come visit her because she was paralyzed. She was actually paralyzed and couldn't speak for 15 years. And so she had to have care, 24/7 care. And I would go almost all the time when I could. But if I had a day where I was working a lot, um, I could feel her actually. And I'd come in and I'd say, "Are you rubbing that?" And she'd have it on her. She had the one good hand. She'd have it on her tray and she'd go. So, it means a lot to me. And so I felt that that was a message of definitely that my mother's presence is with me. I believe in that kind of stuff. I have those of you, a lot of people are talking about wearing your crown now, which I think is pretty cool. But I've been talking about this and wearing tiaras and doing this kind of stuff with my girlfriends for a long time, many, many moons, many years. So I have my crown, which you guys who know me know about the crown, right? Lolita, how are you? So I'm going to put it on today because we're talking about self-worth. Aw, yeah, my mom was my best friend. And then I have, this has been going from every gallery that I had, every art studio that I had. It is make art, not war. Oh, that's good, Tammy. So I'm going to read out names and I'm going to make sure I have everybody here. I have Tara, I have Blogger, Judy, Tammy, Liv, Queen, Carol Peterson, Lolita. I think Jane is on. Is it Jane on there? And who else? Just let me know who I have to put on the list, okay? So there is a difference between knowing your worth and being egotistical, right? And sometimes, you know, I hope that this is not going to go on and off. Cal Peterson. Is it Jean that's on there? Jean T? Okay, yes, I will. Latasha, hi. Scorpio Moon. If I go off, guys, wait, because I don't know why that happens. But I'm going to start out with the, well, I'm talking about knowing your worth. Difficult thing for us to do because sometimes people will say, well, who do you think you are? And that's okay if they say that, you know, as long as you're not being like completely egotistical or not thinking about other people's feelings or just putting yourself selfishly, right? It's YouTube does that. Yeah, I put the crown on because we're talking about self-worth. Now I've been wearing tiaras with my girlfriends. Yeah, we're talking about self-worth with my girlfriends for many years. We do like a little thing, you know, when we get together and we're like, who's better than us? And it's fun, you know. Usually it's in the house. We don't go out with crowns on, but like if they come over here and we'll all wear our crowns and just have a good time, you know, have some hors d'oeuvres and talk and be happy and laugh. Some of us like to dance. We put the music on. So, you know, it's okay to be joyous and happy and look in the mirror and say, you know, I'm something, you know, but not to the point of where you're being narcissistic or over egotistical or anything like that. Okay, we have to have an ego in order to get on stage. I have to have an ego in order to do this. Okay, but you know, we have to always keep ourselves in check. And you know, when we let go of the ego and let love come in, that's when everything shifts for us. But the love of self is really important. So that's what I want to talk about. And when we start to shift that energy and start to love ourselves, we notice that certain behaviors really don't sit with us anymore. And I talk about the solar plexus all the time. And that's where you need to go, right? To your solar plexus, because your solar plexus is taking in information constantly. Okay. How does it feel right here? I always talk about how do you feel? If you feel it here in your gut, you need to look at it. You also need to say, is this from past trauma or is this a feeling that my instincts are working and I have a gut feeling and I can trust that? Okay. When you learn to trust that your solar plexus is working correctly, because it's a brain as far as I'm concerned, it speaks to you. Okay. It really, really does. And sometimes we're like when they say I'm sick to my stomach, or that's why I have to step away from the news, because if I continue to ingest it, it makes me feel it makes me feel sick, because there's so much untruth, there's so much craziness. There are things happening. Yes. Do I have compassion for it? Absolutely. Do I try and give back? Absolutely. But I can't ingest everything, because I won't be able to be myself. I won't be able to be happy, and I won't be able to share with you. So I set serious boundaries. And when something bothers me, I'm going to tell somebody. Like, I'm just going to give an example. All right. If someone keeps teasing you, and they know that you feel like sometimes there's a lot of the, sometimes if somebody keeps teasing you and teasing you and teasing you and teasing you, knowing that you didn't really care for what they had to say, and it's not the truth. I hope this makes sense to you. You have a right to say, I'm not, I don't really think that that's okay for you to continue to needle me like that. I am who I am, and I do what I do. And if you don't like it, you know, hit the road, Jack, or whatever. It's because sometimes people will pick on you and they'll say it's a joke. Okay. And you know what my response is? If I really feel like they're doing it to kind of, because some people do it to suppress you. If I think that somebody's doing it for that reason, and I'll know if they are, right? I will. I like to give the benefit of the doubt, but what I say is, there's a lot of truth in jest, right? So why can you tell me the reason why you continue to tease me that way, right? Or maybe, and I also look at myself. Why is this triggering me? But if it's coming from a place where it's offensive or it hurts your feelings or something like that, know who you are, right? And how do we know who we are? We keep professing, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy. That is a chakra. I go like this to my belly, but that is a chakra affirmation. And it is perfectly okay to stay in your power, because if you want to run a business, if you guys want to get into anything even remotely like this, or you want to run your own business, or you want to take control of your life, we can't control everything, but we certainly can control who we allow in our lives, right? Hey, happy Friday. And we don't have to accept unacceptable behavior, right? So, Nicole, I'll put you down. All right, so I'm going to start with these. So the difference between knowing your worth and being egotistical is an egotistical person doesn't care about anybody but themselves, right? And sometimes it happens when people are getting famous, and sometimes the unworthiness happens when people are getting famous. That's why you have a lot of drug addiction and alcoholism, and also suicide. Okay. And because the ego overtakes the true soul. All right. If you're constantly worried about what everybody else thinks about you, when you know you're doing the right thing for yourself, that's, you start to lose your self worth. So we have to be careful of the dance that we do with others. We can love people from a distance, but we also have a right to stand up for ourselves and to step away and take a time out, even if you need to. If a little bullying is occurring, or it could be jealousy too. Sometimes people get jealous, or they're doing it because subconsciously, because they want to control a little bit of you that's getting a little too vast, right? Because when we raise our vibration, and I'm talking about this a lot, so we're raising our vibration, right? And as we raise our vibration, if the people around us don't take the time to work on raising their vibration, and we start ascending a little bit, they get threatened. They might not even know it. So you can't get mad, but you have to take a look at it and then step back and still work on you and still go forward with the things you're doing. We all evolve at a different rate. Okay. So working on the solar plexus is really important and it does help. Right? Oh yeah, hit the like button, everybody. Tara, my little sunflower. I'm doing the psychic tarot, and I may switch off to another deck as well, depending upon what I'm called to do. The wishing game. So Tara, the waiting game, I'm sorry, but I feel like you've been wishing for something. That's why I said it, I guess. So you're waiting for something and wishing for something, okay? This has to do with something in a relationship, okay? And I'm feeling like, you know, with all of us, this pandemic has slowed things down a bit. So have patience and keep working on yourself, Tara, no matter what anybody else is doing. There's a spiral energy that's going around here, okay? That energy. Your energy in your solar plexus goes in a clockwise direction. So you can be thinking about that, clearing the solar plexus, saying, I am worthy. If you want a good partnership, you know, try the communication. Also, have a little bit of patience because things are at a standstill. People are stressed right now. Okay, is what I'm going to say to you. Keep working on yourself. Keep being like that sunflower. Keep turning to the sun wherever it is. Okay. And then and also remember that the sun is always there, even if it's not shining. Even at night, sun's still there. It's going to be there tomorrow. Okay. So I know that I feel that you are waiting for something, but I also feel like you know enough to put your roots down into the earth while you're waiting so that you can stay grounded. Okay. And working on the solar plexus. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. So I hope that made sense to you. Blogger, I know you had to step away. I hope you're there. Okay, so we have, guys, hit the like button for me, please, if you can. I want to also tell you guys that I am available for private readings. If you click on any of my monthly readings, click on the little black arrow, the description box, it'll scroll down to what kind of readings I do. It's very simple. You just have to click on the links and it'll lead you to purchase the reading. Blogger, you've got movement, choices, and decisions. So I feel like you're thinking about everything that you want in your life, every aspect. You're also thinking about partnership. I feel as though you have a choice to be made with finances. Okay, you're working on that. You have a choice to be made with commitment. What kind of a commitment do you want is what you're thinking about. You have a choice to be made with the seeds that you've planted. Like it's going to be harvest time soon. You're going to see some growth is how I feel. And you have some decisions to make. Okay. I think you may have been overthinking a little bit recently. So I'm going to tell you to start doing a breathing exercise, breathing into the belly, and also asking that every decision you make be to your highest good, and that may God or the universe or whatever you want to call it, goddess, whatever, is help you, or your guides, your angels will help you to make the correct decisions. Okay, Judy. Judy Sutton. Everybody's still out there. I can't see anybody. I don't know why. Judy, it says moving on. Number 6. So I'm going to say if there is something that's not sitting well with you, just keep moving on and doing what you need to do for yourself. Oh, yeah, you're stressed. Okay. So that does make sense then, Tara. I feel like you're letting go of a lot of things. And I feel like for some reason, oh, good. I didn't see what that is. Is that a ghoul? Can you say hi, somebody? What does it say? Angelina. Oh, sure, Angelina. I'll put you on the list. So is Judy out there? I feel like there's something you're moving on from. Okay. And I feel like it's a wise decision, and it's a love of self. Oh, okay. Autumn's a doll. Okay, so I have you down on the end of the list, but just be patient, okay? But the messages that come through are good for everybody to listen to. So I feel like you're letting the leaves drop. I feel like your number 6 is a love vibration. So whatever you're moving on from is because you are recognizing your self-worth, and you are going to, I feel like you're really observing and listening to what people have to say. And if it doesn't feel right, then you do what you need to do for yourself, which is really good. All right. Because you're at the point now where you're ready to move on for Judy to have the kind of life that she wants. And I like that for you. It's actually a positive card, even though moving on seems like, what am I moving on from? I think that you have shifted your consciousness. Okay. Tammy. Tammy. Solitude. Number 9. Going to your Akasha records. I think that you have been taking some time, still constantly letting go, which is great. Okay. But I feel like you're taking some time, and I feel like in your dream time, there are some things that have been coming to you. I also feel like, I don't know if you've been reading, but I feel like some information is coming to you either by reading or just by you when you sleep or meditate, that the ancient wisdom that your soul knows is coming to you because of all the things that you've let go of, so that you can raise your vibration, is what we're talking about right now. So I think that's a really good thing. And Spirit wants you to take those moments of solitude with yourself and for yourself, because you're always, Tammy, you are always caring for others. And that's a beautiful thing. Okay. You're very selfless, but also they want you to take the time to go within and to meditate and to be out in nature, and also know that there are much great information coming to you. Okay. Good. Love that. Liv. Do you know who I am? That's one of my girlfriends. She told me that a long time ago, because I was like, things were going like so weird, but it was the people that were coming into my, sphere. And it was many, many years ago. I was young. And she called me Regimeister. And she talked like that in that accent. You must know who you are. So we'll put your hand up like the Queen and say, do you know who I am? So I do that every once in a while. It's funny, but we should know who we are, and we should own our power. It is our birthright. Okay. It really, really is. And I'm going to tell you another thing. All right. It's difficult because a lot of people are threatened when you go into your own power. Okay. So you feel like people might be uncomfortable with you. Check in with yourself. Make sure you didn't say anything to make them feel uncomfortable. But a lot of times it's just because they're not moving at the same rate as you, and they don't have to. You are doing it, right? For you. And that's not selfish. Liv. Oh, Liv, I love this. 21. The universe. Look at how beautiful. I feel as though there is a very big shift happening right now. And I feel like part of what I'm talking about today has a lot to do with what you're going through. I feel like you have been calling upon the universe. You've been using your magic. I also feel like, like you don't want to allow the disturbances anymore because you know that the universe is there. Okay. You're very aware, you're very intuitive. And I also feel like you don't want to hear anybody's BS anymore. You don't, you know, when somebody's like, smoozing you or when somebody is trying to get away with something or and you feel right now that I have enough work to do right now and I'm just going to work on myself and I know that the universe is going to help me. And once you really keep saying that, which I believe that you have been, okay, I think you've been upset a little bit lately, but I do feel like you know this, okay, you know who you are, you know that you're worthy. And so once you keep doing that, see, guys, when we let go of things, like we let go of the leeches, I hate to say it, but no, I don't really hate to say it. But if you think about it, okay, I remember one time someone came to me because they kept getting ticks and parasites and things like that. And I said, okay, so what do you need to do? All right, you need to be on a physical plane. You need to stop going into the woods so much. And if you do, you have to use some kind of spray that's not harmful to you. Socks. Check yourself. Check yourself. We all have to check ourselves, right? No, you didn't. So we all have to check ourselves. And when we check ourselves, we have to check in with what our body's telling us. Now, the question that I said is, well, when parasites come into the body, what you're the host, okay? I don't host many people anymore. I really don't. And people think it's odd, but I don't, I don't have the time for it. I don't have the energy for it. I'm working on with, and I'm working on myself, and I'm working with people who are serious about doing the work, right? I help people whenever I can, but I don't host people. And I'm not saying you're doing this, Liv. It's just a thought that came to me. I don't hold space for people who are behaving inappropriately. All right. Because I was taught by my mother to love everybody. Yes, we can love everybody, but we don't have to let everybody in our door. Okay. So that's just a thought that came to me. But I feel like you are clearing all that, Liv. And I do feel like the universe is speaking to you and seeing you. And just keep, like I keep saying today, keep affirming, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy. Okay. And get a fly swatter for the rest. Zap, get out of here. Ahimsa, though, I always talk about ahimsa. So you could just swat it till it leaves. Okay. Now you don't have to smack it and kill it, but just shoo it away, if that makes sense. Okay, Liv. Queen. And then Carol. Queen. Number 15 breaks down to 6. Temptation. I feel like someone's coming in and they're acting like they're magic, or they think they're magic, and they're tempting you with. They're telling me all that glitters is not gold. Okay, so just be aware of that. If it has not happened yet, there may be somebody coming in who is trying to persuade you about something. Okay. But when the temptation card comes up, I always feel like, take a step back, stay in your power and observe, right? Observe. And sometimes, when we sit back and we observe, we can really get a handle on what's going on and what's good for us and what's not good for us. Okay. And I think you're a little frustrated lately, as we all are. And it's like I think you feel like you want to bolt. Am I right? or you just want to do something different, or you're just so ready for something different. And I feel like there's a frustration, and this 15 breaks down to love, but I think you really need to stay in your own power and love yourself, if that makes sense to you. All right, because when the devil comes a knocking, he looks pretty darn good. All right, he or she or whatever, could be a friend, it could be anything. So because people people know how to dress themselves up, but you need to observe more to see what's really at the core, whether or not there's, take a bite out of the apple and there's a worm in there. If that makes sense. Okay. So I think, you're pretty keen and you're going to know what to do. Right. And so it's just like, just be observant. Okay. Stay in your own power. Love yourself. You've got the key to love yourself, Queen. Okay. I hope that made sense to you. Carol Peterson. Carol Peterson, and I think you have gotten this before. It's a number 9 and it says suffering in silence. So I feel like, you're welcome, Queen. Oh, good. The radar. It's important. I feel like you felt like a lot of people surrounding you in your sphere were not being supportive, but you were quiet about it. You started letting go, and you're looking for the sunrise now. Okay. Keep doing that. You see this? Okay. It's like I feel like you felt like, okay, that's not my tribe, but I'm going to find my tribe somewhere else. And what they're telling you, if you don't feel like you're doing this already, is that the letting go is for a reason, and also that you need to bring the sunrise, okay, when the sun starts coming up, and just think about placing it in the solar plexus, saying, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy. And do not worry about what other people think, okay? You are that funny, great person. Be that. Be, we can always, when we let go, sometimes things leave us so that we can have something better, is what they want you to know, Carol, okay? Lolita with the pink lipstick. Hope you're there, Lolita. I'm getting your card now. We do. That's the whole subject. A lot of the subject was about the solar plexus. So, Lolita, this is confirmation that you need to continue to work on your solar plexus. It is the number 3. Okay. And when I feel like you're still trying to manifest, I feel like it's something about your space. Okay. Oh, good. You do, good. I feel like this has something to do with your physical space, the space outside of yourself, all right? But it also has to do with the space in here. Now, the space outside of yourself, I think I don't know whether you're reinventing yourself or whether you are redecorating or wanting to expand as far as that goes. I feel like that's part of it. And they're telling me to tell you to just work your magic, keep professing that, your desires are being manifest because you're very worthy of receiving that. Okay, Lolita, I hope that made sense to you. Is Jean? Jean, are you there? Ooh, Jean, passion ignited. Number 1, new beginning. This is a new beginning. This is opening your heart chakra. I think I gave you a message from the other side, didn't I? The other day. They're telling you it's okay to love. It's okay to feel alive again. It's okay to feel passion again, even if the passion is about something that you're thinking about doing to your home, to whatever your passion is. I think that the time is coming that you're going to be reignited. Okay. Okay. Yes. So it's all about opening your heart again. And once you do that, you're going to be very happy and very excited about this um, new lease on life is what I'm going to say. And you know that your person on the heavenly realm wants that for you. Okay. So it's a blessed card. I love it very much. And I also feel that you are, um, I, I don't know if you know about the Sacred Heart of Jesus or if you're connected to that, but that's a feeling I'm getting, which is a beautiful feeling of um, Christ consciousness and love, okay, being sent to you, and also part of who you are as a spirit, okay? We're spirits and bodies, but that's part of the love that you gave out, and this is what God or the universe or whatever you want to call it would like you to have, okay? Oh, you're welcome, Dove. Latasha, they're telling me to sing this song to you. I believe in miracles, way from you sexy thing. Latasha, I believe in miracles, way from you sexy thing. Latasha, balance. I love it too, right? Balance, number 11. You have a lot of angels around you at this time, okay? And they are, what they're saying is that look for the number 11. Way from you sexy thing. Yeah, keep singing. And if you're wanting to manifest that, keep singing that, right? Way from you sexy thing. This is beautiful, all right? You have your angels around you. You're encircled in light. It's a number 11. I think that you have been seeing the number 11 or 1111 a lot on the clock and things like that. Anytime you see that, it's an angel message. You know, your angels are there for you. You call upon them is when it becomes powerful, okay? I'm going to say that you also have a sword there. You have a wand, so you can make your magic. You have a chalice, fill it with the golden elixir. That's solar plex energy, okay? I feel like there's a lot of things coming to you because you have been really working on manifesting them. Trust in your angels, trust in the guidance that you're receiving. Also work on your balancing, and you can do that by grounding yourself. I think I tell this to you a lot, to ground your energy. You have powerful energy, and sometimes it vibrates really high. So you want to take it down and you want to ground and you want to go to the solar plexus and you want to profess, I am worthy, I'm worthy, I'm worthy. And I'm saying that to everyone, okay? 1111, yeah, baby. Way from you sexy thing. Okay, Scorpio moon. Scorpio moon, material and spiritual prosperity. Oh, that's beautiful. That's wonderful. Scorpio moon, you've been really looking out at what you want to achieve, where you want to be. I feel as though you're recognizing your talent, your gifts, and you're at the precipice of what are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with all that? That's what I feel like they say. And so now you see it. What are you going to do with all that, right? Do something with it, Scorpio moon, because you're going to combine the intuition with knowledge and talent, okay? To bring forward your calling, all right? So when people say, well, how does it feel to have such a successful career? I said, well, if doing what you love is success, then it feels great. And it's actually a calling, right? Rather than a career. And that's why I'm so happy with it. And that's why it moves forward by word of mouth. And that's why I'm grateful. And that's why I profess that, right? And so just keep doing that. But this is beautiful. I even see that you are thinking about traveling when you can. I don't know when we can, but I feel like you really are seeing an expanded energy around you, and you want to expand your horizon. And spirit is acknowledging that, and it's the number 6, which also breaks down to love. Okay, so Scorpio moon, you are really learning to love yourself. And you know what, guys, too, knowing your worth doesn't mean that we don't have light and dark. We don't have a shadow side. We're going to always have a shadow side as long as we're human, right? As long as we're still here on this earth, on this planet. And that's okay, right? It is okay. I know what my stuff is, I can get really like, if you cross me, I'm not so nice all the time. And I work on it, but sometimes I'm just like, hey, that's not okay. And people think I'm being fierce, but I'm also standing my ground. So Scorpio moon, that's a message for you too. It's okay to see both the light and the dark of yourself. And I think you know that, the yin yang balancing, right? Nicole. And then Angela. Oh, good. I'm so happy. I love when that happens. Is that Julie? Did I see Julie there? Nicole. Destiny. That's great. Yeah, Julie. Hi, girl. Oh, that's the wrong card. Here you are. This is yours. Destiny. So, Nicole, my message to you is stop fighting it. Okay. They want you to relax. They want you to go to your heart center. Put your hands on your heart center. Light up the solar plexus. I'm also going to say when you communicate gently with people. Set your boundaries, but do it gently, okay? Because the other way, sometimes when you get all fired up, it backfires on you. So they're saying that your destiny already awaits you, okay? And that once you start going to your heart center more, and you start going to the solar plexus more, and you're careful with how you word things and what you say, what comes out of your mouth, okay? And so, being a little calmer and working on Nicole. I feel like they're encouraging you to drink more water. They're encouraging you to exercise, okay? And they're encouraging you to get out of the house, even if it means just going out in the yard, grounding. I don't know if you're gardening, but I do see that you're digging in the dirt and stuff like that, which you need to do, okay? And there's a new beginning coming for you, and they want you not to worry about it because your destiny is like, it's mapped out for you, and it comes in God's time, not your time, okay? And I know you've been waiting a long time for a lot of things. I get that, all right? But it's happening. But go to the heart center and go to the solar plexus. Take a breath, right? Just keep doing your breathing and your affirmations. I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy. Angela. Autumn's mama. So if you guys have not, if anybody out there, I know most of you guys are subscribed, but if anybody out there wants to see more of me or see my monthly readings and stuff like that, then subscribe, but hit the notification button as well. And you should be notified, okay? Angela, what are the divine messages for Angela? Oh, good, Nicole. Truth. You got the truth card, and I feel you really need the truth card. Okay. Number 20. This has to do with a relationship. And I'm not going to get specific because this is live and it goes out to a lot of people. But this is about a relationship. And I feel as though you are ready to speak your truth, and you want that also. Okay. I feel like you want a little bit more communication from someone. and you want to balance the scales. And I do feel like you're capable of doing that. And it's good that you're on here right now, because I also feel like you needed to hear what was said before. If you got on a little late, I think you should listen to it, because the whole thing is about knowing your worth. Now, I think deep down inside in your soul, you know your worth. Okay, I do. And I feel that you're a strong person. You are very loving, they're telling me, but sometimes you let, because you're loving, you think that it's almost like you allow people to, I don't even know if the word is take advantage, but it's also because we as mothers, if you're a mom, that's our nature. Women, it's women's nature as well. So I think that it's time that you spoke your truth in a loving way, okay? Really work on that solar plexus. Go over what we were talking about before, okay? About going into your power, all right? And so I feel like there's a huge shift coming from for you. And I'm going to ask you if you have Leo in your chart, if you know, because I almost feel like I almost feel like it's like somebody woke the lion up. I don't know if you've been feeling like that, but it's like, you were this little kitten before, and now all of a sudden, when you look in the mirror, you're this beautiful lioness. And if you don't see that, Spirit's telling you it's time to see that. So I don't know if you're a Leo, but I feel that kind of energy. Is that right? Are you a Leo, or do you have it in your chart? Because that's what I see. I see this amazing, beautiful lioness, okay, with all this beautiful, I don't even know if you had red hair, or I see red hair, I see fiery energy, but I also see you as not like biting somebody's head off, but you're going to say what you need to say, okay? And so you're Capricorn, that you're gonna, for whatever reason, that energy is coming up for you. You may have it somewhere in your chart and you don't know, but it's probably um, like the little kitten now is grown up and needs to use that energy as you know I feel like you know how to protect your children, okay, and you know how to protect everybody you love, but it's time to go into your solar plexus. It's time. I see the strength card, the tarot card, the strength card. So I don't know if you know what that looks like, but it's a woman with a lion. So you're getting very strong, and the spirit is like, yes, right, and you're going to speak the truth, and you're going to want communication from someone, and you deserve that, and I think you're gonna negotiate something, you're gonna be talking to somebody, and you're gonna be feeling a hell of a lot better about yourself, right? And being that, hey, I'm worthy. So I like that for you. Um, truth, okay? Hi, simple man. Oh, good. I'm glad it resonated with you. Did anybody else not get a card? I'm picking one for simple man. I think we all got one so far. If you didn't, please speak up. Those of you that are tuning in, and I have my crown on, and we're talking about self-worth. Always wear your crown. I've been saying that for years, and I have several tiaras, so I'm wearing it for you guys. And I've done this, I've worn it before, and the chicks love it. Right, girls? Light. 19. Oh, Julie. Okay, you're next, Julie. Simple man, you got the light card. Okay. Something about being in the dark, and now you're coming up to see more light in your life, or they want you to. What we were talking about before is all about solar plexus and putting the sun in the center of your body. Also, knowing who you are and your worth. And that's been coming up for you, Simple Man, a lot. And I think I told you that someone in the heavenly realm wants you to see yourself as they see you, okay? It's a 19. It is a new beginning. So 1 and 9 break down to 10, which breaks down to 1, which is a new beginning. They're telling me that once you see the light within yourself, the light is going to come to you. Okay. The things that you desire are going to manifest. All right. So just keep doing that. Keep affirming, I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. See the light in yourself. Also cleanse and purify by being good to your body. Okay. Simple Man. I'm going to say, cigarettes, at least, I don't know, you can get mad at me. I don't know if that's the case, but they're saying like too many cigarettes. And also, don't beat yourself up. All right. See the light within, and things will start to shift for you. But be aware of what you're putting in your body and drink more water, and keep saying that you're worthy of the things that you want. All right. I hope that resonated with you. My friend Julie. Oh, I love this card, Jules. Recognition and renewal. It's a number 3. It's working your magic. I don't know if you're back at work yet, but I do feel like people are going to be coming to you and really appreciating the fact that they haven't been able to be with you for a while. Does that make sense? Okay. I feel like they're telling you to take a bow. I see that you have this beautiful gold necklace on, so I see abundance around you. I see magic around you. I see recognition and renewal, I said, but the word is actually reward. And I think I have told you this before, but I think that people are going to be very generous with you, and you're going to get back on your feet, okay? And they're going to be really happy to be working with you again. It's also like, I feel like they're going to be like, oh, thank God, we've missed you, we needed you, okay? So it's a beautiful card, but when I read it, I read recognition and renewal for whatever reason. And sometimes when that happens, I have an artist brain. Okay. So my typos are terrible. Well, I feel it's really true. Okay. I feel it really, really is like people are going to have so much appreciation that you're back, right? And so I feel like you're going to be rewarded, you're going to be recognized, but the renewal came in for a reason. So I have an artist brain. So what happens to me sometimes is I read things different than what they really are. But I think sometimes it's just because I'm so right-brained, and other times it's more about a message that comes through. The other thing that I'm really bad at with, because a lot of times I use my phone because I always have it on me, and I'm sending emails for my business and doing a lot of things on there, and it's sensitive, so I have typos. But also I when I channel, it's like I'm not very left brain. But I really think that word renewal is part of what's happening too for you. Okay. You're going to feel a sense of renewal. I think you really took this time and you were patient, and you also regenerated yourself. And like I said, you're going to be really appreciated, and Spirit is going to bless you. Okay. Anybody else need a card? Well, I have to say goodbye then. Well, maybe I'll pick a couple of these for the collective and then we'll say goodbye. Okay, so these are the wisdom of the oracle card. So this is for all of us in the group. Oh yeah. Look, do you know who I am? It's my fairy crown. And I got it at the Renaissance Fair. But that's what we were talking about, Simple Man, about knowing your worth. And so I always tell my friends, and I've been telling them for years, to wear their invisible crown. And now it's become really popular. Oh, I didn't see what that is. Aw, thank you, Angelina. Yeah, so you get it, the artist brain, right? It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing because I tell you what, that was my saving thing. It was my art, and that's what I teach, right? And they don't teach that in school. We're all different, you know. And I never. Oh, I'm glad you liked it, and welcome. I hope you come back again, Angelina. I never could be programmed. Hey, Robert, how are you? I'm just doing some cards for the collective, but if you would like a card, Robert, I'll pick one before we say goodbye. Remind me. Okay, so first card, observer. I say that all the time. Be the observer. Don't overreact. Not easy for me. I'm a very passionate person. Okay, I have water, lots of water in my chart, and it's getting warm in here. And I'm an emotional person, but you know, I've had some lessons in my life, and I try now to observe rather than react. It's not easy. And this is a 49, okay, which breaks down to 13, which is a 4, which is foundation, okay? Now there's a fox there. So sometimes we have to be as sly as a fox, meaning being smart, okay? We don't have to be foxy in that we're being sneaky, but the fox knows how to camouflage itself, and it's only seen when it wants to be seen, okay? So that's a good card for all of us, okay? Be the observer, not the reactor, okay? Not the, poise. Yep, same thing. They go hand in hand, right? 48 breaks down to 12, which becomes a 3, which is magic, okay? So remain poised during this time. It's a really tough time now for everybody, okay? For everyone, but working on the solar plexus and working on the grounding is what's going to save our arses, okay? Because there's so much information out there. Oh no, am I going off again? Hey guys, I hope you're still there. Hope you're still there. One more card. Happy. All right, so when you put your invisible crown on, whether you're male or female, okay, and when you tell yourself that you are worthy, and when you see that, that's when you're going to find the key that opens the magic door. Something is going to hatch, and you're going to be really happy about it, okay? But until you take back your power, and that doesn't mean being egotistical, remember that. And if you want, you can watch this whole thing again. It's a 26, which breaks down to 8, which is a divine message, okay? There's also a hummingbird, which might tell you about your relationships and the magic that you may manifest in relationships. And Robert, I am going to pick you a card since you're such a good, patient guy. You got firm foundation. So this is where you're at, okay? I think you've climbed a couple of mountains in your lifetime, and you are really grounded right now, and you are working on keeping that firm foundation, keeping your feet on the ground and moving forward. Very good for you. Also, the triangle is a great symbol for you, the Trinity, Father, Mother, God, Holy Spirit. Okay. 3 is a magic number. Number 4 is foundation. Do know that Spirit has your back, and keep on trucking is what they're saying. Okay. So guys, till next time. Cheerio. My crown. I know, I love this thing. I wear it around the house sometimes. When you get weak and you forget who you are, put your crown on, right? Break dance. What do I usually say? Dance break, dance break, dance break, break dance. I'd be on my head if I was break dancing. Okay. Love, peace, understanding, happiness, much luck, much love. Keep saying I am worthy. All right. And talk to you soon, guys. Love you. Thanks for being so present and so wonderful. Okay. I really do love you. Till next time, Dove Woman signing out. Bye bye for now.